All right, so we're at Accenture.
Yes.
And you have this huge touchscreen system.
Accenture Interactive Network technology that provides the ability for very large, very high resolution, fully interactive applications. In this case, I'm demonstrating our military planning scenario, which allows us to have an overhead view of a region that we can manipulate and view everything that's going on from the highest level. And on this side, we have another view of that same region that we can manipulate either by zooming in, rotating it for different viewpoints, changing our axis of rotation.
All right. So you took some satellite imagery, and then you made an application.
Yeah, and then we were able to pull in, and we suggest the ability to overlay different types of information. In this case, we can perhaps overlay where the main roads are throughout the region, show the main waterways, different things that might be useful in this case for planning a military operation. We can pull up our latest intelligence reports to see what we have gained from our forces, as well as look at what the current weather patterns are. And finally, if we see something of interest, a target, we can actually drill down and get more detailed information about that. Here we're actually zooming down to essentially the street level of an airport, so we can see what's going on and actually get that very detailed view of what's happening on the ground. And in this case, we're showing off the resolution that we can achieve. We have 3840 by 1440 total resolution of this application. That's achieved by spanning this application across 3 different computers on the back end that are each driving 2 of these screens. So we can share that resolution across 3 different machines and therefore get much greater than we could with any single machine.
All right, so 3 computers working behind this, and then you have like 6 high-resolution screens.
Yes.
HD TVs.
Yeah, they're capable of producing HD. This is actually greater than HD resolution that you're looking at right now.
Yeah.
Because it's shared across all 6.
So each of them like do 720p or?
Yeah, you could. I mean, it depends on the video source that you're plugging into these.
But right now, which resolution are they showing?
We have the application being rendered at 3840 by 1440 resolution.
1440. Okay.
Because we're sharing it across 3 different machines, not just one single video source.
All right, and so to do the actual touchscreen technology, you have cameras.
Yes, we have 2 cameras that are mounted up in the top corners, and those cameras are tuned to look directly down the plane of the screen. And then with some software that we've written, we're able to use the images that the cameras are seeing to identify where my hand is touching anywhere in the vicinity of the screen.
All right. How about if you touch 2 places at the same time? Does it get confused?
No, we have the ability to do multiple touch interaction. This application doesn't take advantage of that because it's a single use, but we do have the ability to recognize several simultaneous users interacting with different parts of the application. That's where we think it gets really interesting at the new types of applications you can enable for large groups to collaborate, not only to see what's going on, but actually work together to solve an interesting problem.
Just walk to a big screen like this, and it's very nice for a presentation. So is there already in use by the, I mean, you were talking about the military or something like that? Do you know if this, if this only a prototype?
We just launched on Tuesday, nothing to do with a military planning exercise, but we launched the Accenture Interactive Network at O'Hare Airport in Chicago, which allows travelers to go up to the wall and retrieve current news, weather, and sports information by simply going up and touching the screen and then driving the experience to what they want to see. So they can pull up weather for their destination city. They can pull up the news stories most interesting to them and view them. They can view their favorite team's sports scores and not have to wait for the ticker to go by on a TV set.
All right. Accenture, can you just explain or remind what they do?
Sure. Accenture is a global consulting, systems integrating, and technology company that is a worldwide presence of around 140,000 employees.
All right. So, but this one is not so much for consumers, not like not yet ready for the home where you would have a huge color touchscreen to do all kinds of things. Not yet. It's not exactly this.
No, I mean the reason behind this type of application is we see mostly in an enterprise context, the ability for companies to take advantage of this very large, high-resolution, fully interactive display, mostly for enterprise purposes. We also see it being introduced in the consumer space, as I mentioned, our airport project, as well as we see retail applications as well. There's nothing that would prevent it from being used in the home, other than the original cost of setup might be prohibitive for home use at this point.
It'd be nice in the schools, maybe, or
sure, certainly educational purposes, and you could see perhaps a variety of applications for using this in a school or university setting.
But right now, this one it costs more than $60,000, no?
For the hardware.
For this one.
I mean, the screen technology is costly in this setup here.
So there are 6 rear projection high definition TVs.
Yes.
All right, and computers and all that behind. Okay. Okay, thanks.
All right.